Hello, welcome to Soundbite Music Show on FEC TV. My name is Jessica Farr and I'm joined today by...
Barry Murphy.
Barry Murphy. How's it going, Barry? You alright?
I'm good, girl.
Yourself? Good stuff. Not too bad now at all. So today's show we're going to talk about a couple of things that's happening in the music world at the moment. The first thing that kind of springs to my mind this week that I've noticed musically is the amount of Christmas songs that we have coming in everywhere. So on the radio, we've got it on the television. They're in every shop that you go into, any department store. You're just listening to Christmas songs constantly. And it's the same playlist in a loop that you get everywhere you go.
There's nobody with any imagination coming up with different ones.
No, it's the same shite.
Is Kevin Bloody Wilson in them?
I don't think so, no. I don't think he'd be being blasted in the charts.
That'd be brilliant around the toy shops.
Absolutely, yeah.
Santa Claus, you can't, where's me fucking bike?
But it's just drilled into your head. But the most annoying thing I found about it is that I actually know every single word to every song because it's been played in a loop constantly since I was old enough.
About you. Of what you do with your time.
But it just gets drilled into your head over and over again, Christmas songs on everything. So I just found that a little bit irritating.
What's your favourite one?
If I had to pick a favourite Christmas song, I suppose it probably would have to be that Fairy Tale in New York number.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Because that's actually 25 years ago, this year, was when they recorded that and it was first released. So it's been around a long time now, 25 years. But it's the cracking song, it's got nice melodies. I think the meaning behind the song is quite special as well.
It is. It's amazing though to think that, you know, when I was told a few years ago that it beat White Christmas, it beat all these, I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. But the whole song is based about like two alcoholics that have moved to New York. They spent their life in New York. They're a couple. They absolutely hate each other. And the country loves the song. It gets voted #1 in every single week, or every single year, sorry.
But is that because it's so close to reality?
I think probably, yeah. I don't know. I don't think people actually know what the song is about. I think they just like the melody, they like the intro, and they just, yeah. That's why I think it's kind of so popular. And it comes back in the charts every year. No, maybe not right now. Maybe later on in a karaoke show or something. Also what I've noticed as well about the Christmas songs that really annoys me is it's all, whenever you go into a pub, right, over the Christmas period, so you go into a pub and you get that after work crowd, the office crowd, and they're all outside in the bar and they're all absolutely hammered, they're absolutely locked. And they're all singing at the top of their lungs all the Christmas songs, arms around each other swaying. I think Christmas is the only time of year where it's socially acceptable to be absolutely hammered out in a pub with your work crowd.
At 7 o'clock.
At 7 o'clock in the afternoon. And it's like, sure, it was Christmas, sure, no wonder. He had a few drinks with him, sure, he's all right. And that's the way people see it. Like, I just think that's hilarious. But it's quite annoying when you kind of go out for a few drinks in the evening as well. What would be your favourite Christmas song now, Bar?
It'll be Fairy Tale in New York.
Fairy Tale in New York as well.
I spent months learning that.
Did you?
Yeah, well, yeah, not, you know, piece by piece.
Okay. Can you play it on the guitar and thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, very good.
But, yeah.
Oh, so you were serious about us singing it then?
Yeah, I was, yeah.
Could have told me that there in rehearsal.
No, but it is a fantastic song.
Yeah,
it's a brilliant
lovely
song.
melody. It's a good one, definitely.
It's great, and you know what's great too? Singing it in July is fantastic.
Is it, yeah? Just to get everybody
People are
going.
sick of it at Christmas, like.
But the thing is, Christmas starts earlier every single year. All the lights go up, all the music comes out. They just completely drag the arse out of it now.
They do, yeah, but that's why you sing it in July. They're not sure whether you're late for last Christmas or early for next one.
Or they're just a massive Pogues fan.
Yeah, exactly.
Or what other Christmas songs, do you know? What would be other ones that would spring to mind now for top Christmas songs? Do you know what,
out of the top of my head, there's none.
No?
No.
Just Fairy Tale in New York?
Yeah.
You wouldn't be into Wham now, or
no.
Mariah Carey or any of them lot, no?
No. Don't even know what they're at.
This morning, actually, on I think it was on was it on TV3? There was a brand new Christmas song that's been released in Ireland. It's by a fella now called Ulton Sherry. It's called "Let the Snowflakes Fall." Have you ever heard of that one? No? You'll have to check that one out anyway. It's just been released. I'll let you decide that for yourself. I'm not going to comment on it, but I did find it quite funny. It was hilarious now, so make sure that you check him out.
Well, if it's funny, it's a change anyway.
That's it, you see, perfect. We'll move on from Christmas songs. So the next thing that came up in the news this week, which I found quite interesting, was every year Forbes, they do an article or they do a survey. So the survey this week was on the top 25 paid musicians in the world at the moment. Okay,
Did I make it?
These are the guys. You were down there at number 16. These are the guys now that have, this whole thing is judged from May 2011 to May 2012. So at the top, the fella that earned the most money this year was, do you want to have a guess? Or
Elton John?
Elton John? No. It was Dr. Dre.
Right, okay.
Dr. Dre, and he actually earned 112 or 110 million this year. That's what he took home now. That was his earnings for the year.
How many gigs did he do? How many gigs did he do?
He didn't do any gigs.
None?
No, not at all. He got that through his management, and he's got his new company now. It's called Beats Electronics. So he makes things like headphones, speakers, that kind of thing. So he's completely branded himself and created a product, and that's how he's making his money. Brilliant. He also manages Eminem and a couple of other different artists that he's actually brought up. But can you imagine like saying that to somebody? So like, how much are you on a year there? Like, what do you earn? Like 110 million. It's like recession, what bloody recession? Like, I don't think he really knows.
Wouldn't be a bad year, like.
It'd be passable, I suppose.
Yeah.
But Dr. Dre now, to kind of help out his tax situation because he's making so much money, he's actually set up 3 different companies in West Cork and Clonakilty. So he's got 3 different companies on the go, and because he's spaced it out with these 3 different companies, he gets, you know, quite a good tax rate, because our corporate tax rate here in Ireland is lower than any, 12.5%, yeah.
So what you're telling me now, Jess, is that Dr. Dre is responsible for pumping 12.5% of 112 million into Clonakilty.
Into Clonakilty, yeah.
Wow, you must be having a real good fun down there.
Like, go down into the bar there now, you might see Dr. Dre sitting at the bar, chatting people up. But yeah, that was Dr. Dre. So kind of came in at number 2nd, or the 2nd that we had was who you mentioned earlier, was Mr. Elton John. Oh no, sorry, I apologise. Pink Floyd's Roger Waters came in 2nd. So he earned 88 million, but that was basically to do with that wall tour that he did recently. Right. And then you have Elton John was 3rd. Now he got 80 million. Now Elton John hasn't toured, right? Oh, that's just from live shows. From 1 year doing live shows and his merchandise. Shows have you done? About 100. He's very, very highly paid.
100 shows for 80 million?
Yeah. Would you not get out of bed for that, no?
Yeah. I believe he likes shoes.
I think he does, yeah. But he endorsed his Tiny Dancer song anyway for the Lily May. Yeah. It's on number 1 still, actually.
Is it?
In the Irish charts, yeah. Well, it'll be another big push for it again next week, so, and the week afterwards. We'll try and keep it there for Christmas. But they might have a bit of competition now from this new song that was released this morning. So we'll see. Then we've got number 4, were U2. So the lads, obviously, come on, they have to be making a few quid. I don't know how Bono can make 78 million a year and also be saving the world and all the little children. So he had a big attending with the Congress this year, didn't he? To try and get money. That was to keep 1% of the budget. So we'll see how that goes. Take That were next. 69 million for their reunion tour. It was completely sold out, that tour was, and it had fantastic reviews. So fair play to Take That. I don't think Robbie Williams is 2 and 2 at the moment out of it. No? Not really, no. I think his other albums flopped, so. Yeah, sure, Robbie, like, you know, maybe it's time to take a break.
Poor bastard, he's down to his last 200 million. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, God love us. Then we had a few other names there. Paul McCartney was 57 million. Justin Bieber, 55 million. Rihanna, 53. Rihanna and Lady Gaga were quite close, 53 and 52 million.
Come on, Lady Gaga, get up off your ass.
Lady Gaga, yeah.
Paul McCartney has 57 million, not because of what he made, but because of what he didn't spend, I suppose.
Because he didn't spend, yeah. He peed an orange in his pocket, him, I'd say.
In a foul.
Then I was surprised, actually, the Red Hot Chili Peppers are number 19. They're on 39 million.
Not bad.
So yeah, that was what Forbes had for us this year. So they're all our highest earning musicians. Another thing as well that struck me in the news recently is, do you notice the way there's lots of old bands reforming at the moment?
The Rolling Stones and all coming, going touring again.
That's it, the Rolling Stones now would be kind of the biggest one that would spring to mind. They played the O2 in London 2 nights in a row, but they spaced it out between the week. So I suppose they're getting.
But all the money now in the music business is coming from live shows, isn't it?
Coming from live shows, touring, branding, that kind of thing, yeah.
It's not from CDs.
Well, there still is quite a good income coming from CD sales, but that's towards a different market. I think that would be more the pop side of things, all the X Factors and all that. They'd be it's mainly more downloads now than CDs, I suppose.
I have a challenge for you.
Go on then.
I'd love you to do a programme next week, right?
Right.
Because I'm completely out of tune with what's happening in the up-and-coming bands in Ireland. Right. And I think there's a lot of people there.
Okay.
Pick the 5 best bands, musicians, singer-songwriters, original stuff, right?
Right.
That you can find in Ireland that you think are the top 5, right? And email them and ask them, can you use a video clip? And we stitch together one song from each of them and put it up on the programme. music program next week. Will you try that?
I'll accept your challenge, yeah.
Thank you very much.
No worries at all.
I think it'd be nice though. I'd love to see what new bands are breaking through and see them in one clip. One song from each, five songs, 15, 20 minutes, whatever.
Okay.
I think it'd be really nice.
We could pop that off. Yeah, absolutely. Something for next week. Yeah, definitely.
Mighty.
Unsigned bands now, do you mean? Or you mean bands that have been signed?
It doesn't matter, once they're up and coming.
Okay, up and coming bands. Okay, perfect. We'll have that for next week then.
Mighty.
Lovely. So anyway, as we all these old bands were forming, the Rolling Stones, they played the O2 twice. The first week they had Mary J. Blige, that she came on stage and sang with them, and they're still kind of their old rock and roll heads on them because they went 35 minutes over their set, over the curfew. So everybody in the O2 were kind of standing around now, like saying nothing, you know, yeah, let the lads play away, let the lads play away. 2 days later, what came in through the post, a £200,000 fine for breaking the
Corporation.
No, this is from London, London City Council.
Yeah.
200 grand fine they got for going 35 minutes over their set. They're so rock and roll.
But that wouldn't be money to them though.
Oh, sure, not at all. So the seats, the cheapest seats that they had for that particular gig in the O2 were 90 quid. And they're the worst seats in the house kind of a thing now, you know, and they were 90 quid.
And the miserable bastards got 35 minutes afterwards. They should have kept going for another one.
So, always whenever you have a big stadium tour like this, some fucker will go online, buy up all the tickets, and then sell them like in a few weeks before the gig for £1,000. Those £90 tickets were actually going for £1,000 in the end. And people were paying for it because they wanted to go and see the Rolling Stones. Anyway, that's the Rolling Stones, and fair play to them, they did great. We've actually got a clip of the Rolling Stones coming up there, so you can just see a little bit about, you know, what actually happened at that gig. And you can see how well they've aged at the lovely ages of 70, staggering around the stage. So just that's coming up for you there now.
You feel so good, you have to drive me out of my head. I say, hey, hey, you got all of my class. Hey, hey, you got all of my class. Hey.
Wonderful. So that was the Rolling Stones at their O2 gig. So you can see them rattling around the stage there. Fair play to the lads. Best of luck with them for the rest of the tour. They played with Florence the week after as well, Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine, and they're off to, I think they're off in America now in the States, doing a few gigs in New York. So that's the Rolling Stones. Another band as well that was a lot of speculation about was Led Zeppelin. There's only 3 members left of them now, I think. But there was a lot of kind of interest going around the internet about them reforming and doing a tour. They said that they're not going to reform, but I think after watching the Stones doing so well and making so much money, they'll be on the blower. We'll probably be seeing Led Zeppelin, I'd say, and going touring probably very soon. The Stone Roses, are you a Stone Roses fan?
No.
No? I quite like the Stone Roses. Well, they reformed last year, and Manny, the bass player, said that the Stone Roses would never reform. He said the day that the Stone Roses reform would be the day that Manchester City would win the Premier League. And what happened last year? Man City won the Premier League, and Stone Roses got back together. So they did an arena tour. They played City Stadium, actually. Sold it out 3 nights in a row. Did all the festival circuits. So yeah, they're making an absolute fortune. Another old band. 15 years they've been broken up as well. And then Fleetwood Mac are back.
Wow.
Yeah. I don't know, were you not too excited about Fleetwood Mac being back?
No, but I'm just kind of, I suppose I'm reflecting on my age here.
Okay. But anyway, they're going to be touring next year. Just a couple of things what's happening in the next week, really, I suppose, with gig-wises in the country. We've got Mono, we're playing Cypress Avenue tonight. For anyone that doesn't know Mono, they're a Japanese, very alternative band. We've actually got a clip of Mono coming up there. It's for one of their songs. It's called Follow the Map. Now they're playing in Cypress Avenue in Cork, so just play a little bit of the clip there so you can check them out. that was Mono, quite an unusual band. I'm sure you'll agree with me.
From what you tell me. But the reason I'm here today is because they were supposed to be here with Jess.
That's right.
And Jess just grabbed me by the ear 5 minutes before the score and whacked me into the chair. So I'm doing the best I can under very difficult circumstances.
It's strenuous work, all right, isn't it? So that's Mono. Yeah, they're quite an unusual band, as you can see from that clip there. A Japanese fella walking through a snow lane, wearing a Hannibal Lecter mask, takes a stone out of his pocket. I don't know if it was a stone or a bit of snow or a lump of cocaine. Anyway, he took something out of his pocket. So the end of that video, himself and the girl actually meet up, then they disappear, and that's the end of the video. It's quite an unusual one. But they are a great band, really, really unusual. They infuse classical music, they have beats, they have synthesizers, they have distortion on their guitar. So that's tonight in Cypress Avenue. It's going to be a great gig. Also tonight, in the Black Box in Galway, we've got Richard Hawley. He's playing there. It's 25 quid a ticket for that one. Tomorrow, then, we have Hermitage Green in Whelan's at 8 o'clock. That should be a cracking gig. They're brilliant, Hermitage Green, really kind of traditional alternative band, fantastic. Then Friday, Wiggle play the Pavilion. You know Wiggle, they're quite an old school Cork band.
No.
A lot of dubstep, no? Kind of electronic stuff. And they do a lot of reggae. But anyway, they're in the Pavilion tomorrow night in Cork. Then we've got Leading Armies Live. They're in Dolan's in Limerick, and it's only a £5 a ticket for those guys. They're all the way from Canada. So that should be a good show.
How are they going to get home? £5 a ticket.
They'll be hitching, I'd say. Saturday, we've got De Laurentiis playing the Pav in Cork. And we've also got the Treble X's there in the Olympia Theatre in Dublin. That should be a good gig as well. That's on Saturday. Sunday, Frank Turner is in Whelan's in Dublin, and that's at 8 p.m. So fair play to Frankie. And then a fantastic band actually are playing in DeBarras in Clonakilty in West Cork. They're called the Jukebox Gypsies. And they're a really energetic show, fantastic band, so that should be something to look forward to. And they're free entry as well, which always helps coming up to Christmas time.
Very good.
So yeah, that's all we have really happening gig-wise really this week. So if you guys want to tune in next week, the same time, this has been the Soundbite Music Show for Feck TV. My name is Jessica.
And I'm Barry.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.
Ciao.